Okay, Rowley's video to make gun. Most of the things you need are in the shot, card or board or whatever to paint on. I get these free, most of them free. If you know of a framing shop in Manchester, go and ask them. These are what's left from when they frame pictures. So find a picture framing shop, ask them if they got offcuts you can have. They're very stiff, brilliant, and chances are you'll have a load of them free. I got boxes of these. Oh no, I can't put them up because it cost too much. Find a framing place and see if you can get some free. Otherwise you can get similar ones to these in the works or somewhere, smaller ones than these, and they're not expensive. For your first attempt, use PVA glue. It's much cheaper than Liquid-X. PVA glue, Amazon, about £3. Liquid-X on Amazon, £21. The stuff you got is brilliant. It's actually better than Liquid-X. Don't practice on the stuff you got. Practice with white PVA glue. You can pick that up in the works as well. Very, very cheap. So the most important part to begin with is mixing the paint, and that's the vital part. You mix 50-50, so whatever paint you put in your pot, you put the same Liquid-X, or for the practice part, whatever paint you put in your pot, doesn't matter what paint it is, whatever paint you put in your pot, you put the same amount of PVA glue. Let's run through it. Let's go with an orange colour. It doesn't matter what make it is. Let's put a bit in here. And like me, if it goes on your hand, just get rid of it on your clothes. Whatever. Right, tap it down the bottom of your pot. I normally use yogurt pots, wherever they are. I normally use yogurt pots, but I got posh today for you so you can see what I'm doing. So you can see how much is in there now, right? Paint. Doesn't seem a lot, but you'll see in a minute. It will go far. So you put the same amount then of PVA glue in there. Okay, just guess it, okay? If it's important, I weigh it. So we'll do this now. Hope I'm holding this in the right place. That's about it. Okay. And like I said, practice with PVA glue, right? Or Elmer's glue if you can get it as well. Elmer's glue is quite cheap as well. So that's what we got at the moment, right? Lollipop sticks or any sticks to mix. Mix these two first. Mix them well. Now I normally take a few minutes to mix this. But for the Blue Peter presentation, I'm not. Now, what you need, it needs to slide off the end of the lollipop stick, right? That's much, much, much too thick, okay? Like I said, it didn't look like much paint. Believe me, there's a lot of paint there. So what you do, you put water with it, okay? So don't add too much water to start. It's better to add a little bit at a time, because if you add too much water, you'll end up adding more paint and more PVA glue, or for your best efforts, more paint and more Liquid-X, or in your case, the American product. And by the way, that's brilliant stuff. I have used it. It's absolutely fantastic. It is actually better than Liquid-X. Now, I've only mixed this. I'm not sure if I'm even holding it in the right place. Now, this is the most important part of the whole process. Doing the paintings is a piece of piss. Don't tell anybody that. this is the most important part, mixing this well. And if you can get hold of some, hang on, I go get one, show you. Where are they? If you can get hold of some of these bottles, right, with screw tops, I got these in Hobbycraft. They're for icing there. You can keep it. I mixed this up long before Christmas, and it's still okay. As you can see, I'm reasonably tidy, so I got a box full of them there ready mixed. But I wanted to show you now how it is. Now then, this is the important part, right? The texture, or the consistency. Now we should just, there we are, we're not far off there. Actually, that's quite right, quite good. It should just run off the end of the lollipop stick, okay? Now, as long as they're all the same, if it's a bit watery, and if all your colours are a bit watery, it's fine. Or if one of your colours is a little bit thick, and all your colours are a little bit thick, it's fine. So that's how to mix your paint. Mix all your paint first, like that. What you must make sure, whatever colours you choose, you mix twice as much white. You will use more white than any other colour. Now, what paint is up to you. This paint I'm using now is Liquitex Basic. I'm using this because there was a special offer on Amazon before Christmas. Long before Christmas, there was a special offer on Amazon with Peblo paints. So I bought about 10 whites of them. So whenever I see a good offer on Amazon, I buy the paint that way. Because I don't get into Swansea much. Very often in the works, the special offer, the paint you buy is irrelevant. If you buy a very thick paint, it doesn't matter. You still put the same amount of paint. It's 50-50. 50% paint, 50% PVA glue, or later on, 50% paint, 50% Liquitex, or the stuff you're using. But you then must mix it with water, so it's about that consistency. And that's the end of the first part of the video. Okay, hope that helps a little bit. So that's the end of the, I think I did tell you as well, but just to remind you, the only other thing you need to get is this stuff, silicone oil, okay? Again, on Amazon, it's not expensive, but you will need that if you want to make cells. Now, if you don't want to make cells, you don't need that. So the first couple of examples I'll do for you, I'll not put this into it, so you can see what's achievable without cells. And then the second lot of examples I'll do for you, I'll put a little bit of silicone oil in it, and then there'll be cells in it. So that's that. And of course the other one I did tell you about it is this little cookery gun. Okay, it's got a flame on it, as you can see. Okay, you will need that. That's a must. You cannot do it without that. So a must. PVA glue to start off with, any colours, and try and find a picture framing shop, and they'll have loads of offcuts of this stuff. So that's it for now. I'm waffling. Okay, ta-ra.